Alright guys, then I got another video. So here's the deal, the situation going on with my work. Thanks for watching my video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. What's up guys? For you interested in following my videos, which is absolutely no one right now because I have 0 views on most of my videos. I'm just going to do this for the sake of sanity, because why not? So I've been having some issues getting work and, things like that since I'm just, minor setbacks, to be honest. Not that anyone cares. But yeah, I applied to a new job at Walmart as a cashier, and I'll let you guys know how that's going. Thought I would be starting off $15 an hour because of the just from the news. I think the minimum wage at Walmart was $15 an hour. Talked to them. They're gonna start me off at 12 and hopefully work my way up. So get some hours. Probably work from 2 to 11. Inshallah, I'll be able to say my prayers and make up for them, but Allah knows best, and I'm sure you understand that I need some money, and I've been working, and it's been a bit of a rough road for me. So with hardship comes ease, as it is said, and hopefully I get the job. I'll update you guys on my progress. Inshallah, hopefully I get the job. Let's see how things go. So YouTube's also suggested that I make 10-minute videos. So see how that goes. I'm at like almost 3 minutes on this one clip, or 2 minutes, I should say. But that's also including the previous clips before. So maybe I'll edit this video and do like lists of things like books to read or something like that. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So this might be one of those. Oh, sorry, hold on. Okay, so this might be one of those, scenes in a movie where it's like 10 minutes long. It's just the guy talking to himself. Yep, this is that scene. But alhamdulillah for everything. I just ate. This feels like I'm in a movie, but I just ate some food. I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful that I have somewhere to sleep at least. Sorry, this lantern is. Second. Sorry, this lantern is connected to a wall outlet, so it can charge, but it doesn't hold its charge for very long. I mean, obviously it has to be recharged. Okay, anyway, so sorry, my mom just sent me a funny YouTube video link about this like guy who has a cat and he acts like it's a dog. Anyway, it's kind of funny. But I have a cat, his name's Midnight, and he's pretty cool. I mean, he's a cat. I mean, he has a mind of his own. He kind of does his own thing, but I still like him. He's very friendly. So I really don't know what the purpose of this video is. I could go on and rant about things, but I don't know if that'd be doing anything or if that'd be beneficial. I don't know, it's getting difficult for me, I guess, in some regards, because I work and put in a lot of effort and hours, and sometimes I get job offers and I take the jobs, and those jobs don't last for very long, and maybe it's just short-sighted of me to do that, but I don't have a choice at this point. Like, I take what's offered me, and I can do with what I have and make the most of it. So I never really I have no time to second guess myself. And to be honest with you, that does set me up later down the road, inshallah. So if all goes well, I'm going to get a job at Walmart And from there, I'm going to look into maybe a first shift or some type of shift that would be working with those hours. Because I know Walmart, they will work with a set schedule. So I could work Monday through Friday, the same schedule. And that I can work with another employer and say, hey, these are my new hours. This is what I'm working with. What can you do with these hours? And they can work with those hours. And if they work well together, then I'll be working 2 jobs and I'll go to one job. And then after that one, I'll go to the other job. So the catch in this scenario is that my idea is that I have one job that I'm waiting tables, maybe I get some tips here and there. And the second job will be Walmart, where I just work hourly, right? I'm working day to day, make a paycheck, and that'll be it. And combine the two, that I would actually be doing really well because I would be making cash every day. Sorry, my teeth are showing and it's kind of bothering me. I don't know why. But I'd be making a little bit of money in cash, and then I also be making a little bit of money in hourly pay, so I get a decent paycheck. But if I ever need like a little bit of money here and there, I could have it from the tips. That's my idea. That's kind of where I'm headed. And it might be a little simple, it might be kind of thinking small, but that's my option number 1. Option number 2 is to get a better paying job that has a better paying salary attached to it. And hours could be, 9 to 5, 12 hours a day, whatever. I don't really care. But for now, I'm not seeing that as a possibility or even an option. An option would be a better choice of words. And I'm working with temp agencies, but the thing with temp agencies is that a lot of the work is just temporary, and whenever it ends, it ends. And I'm really conflicted with my previous employer because I spoke to them and they were like, we're really optimistic about our company and we're expanding rapidly and all these things. And then they hired on a night shift, and I was a part of the night shift. And I actually volunteered to be a part of the night shift. I was day shift. I didn't have to, but I volunteered because the pay was better and I was thinking that would be better off for me. And then I was like, okay, great. So I was optimistic about everything. So I did that. And then later to find, a few weeks later, not even 2 months later, I think. It was only maybe 2 months, but that's about it. We find out that the Amazon contract that we have has been abruptly stopped, in that we are no longer doing this Amazon kit because there was some type of error in the functionality and logistics or whatever. So they tell us to go home and wait. So we were told, and we actually talked in a meeting, and we were like, so Amazon is, slowing down things and all this whatever hoopla, right? And they said that we may have the option of you guys just coming in and working a few hours, then going home, and then Amazon will actually pay you guys your full wage and your full pay. And that was like, oh, and we're like, okay, as long as we're getting paid, 40 hours a week or whatever, that shouldn't be a problem. So we were like discussing that, and we talked to everyone about it, and they're like, okay, they're all in agreement. They're like, okay, that sounds like a plan. Like, it's just all gain. There's no loss there. So next week rolls by, and we go in one day out of the week, Monday, and then we get an email saying that they will tell us when to come back. So we just wait because we're assuming that they have everything taken care of and this was only a temporary thing and blah, blah. So a few days go by and we get email after email, and it's saying that now they're, seeing it for 2 days. So we're like, okay, maybe this is just a week thing and next week things will pick back up. So another week goes by, we go to the end of the week, and then we start up on the next week. The next week, they tell people that they will not need us to go in during nights. So a few people were called and informed that they'd be going in the morning shift, the day shift, which I was originally a part of. So I go in and I talk to my coworker, and then we just work. I mean, that was it. It was just very like hush hush, don't talk any or anything, just clock in and get to work. So we get to work, and then the day goes by, everything's fine. Tuesday goes by, everything's fine. Wednesday goes in, and then I go in and I talk to the floor manager, and they say, "We don't need you here." So I was like, oh, okay. Well, nobody told me. Nobody told me anything. I've been waiting weeks, sending emails. And I'm just been waiting. I don't know what to do. I've been night shift, and now I was on day shift, and I just assumed that since the night shift is over, I'd be doing day shift. So I clock out and go home, and now I'm a little upset because I made the decision to volunteer for night shift because it's better pay. But in doing so, they had to cut back the night shift and cut some people because they weren't doing well in terms of output, and things happened. So I was a little upset, and maybe I was just thinking that everything would be okay and that this sort of thing wouldn't happen. But a lot of the people that were hired whenever I was hired stayed with the company and are working. So I was a little upset by that, considering that I was a shift lead as well. And, what's wrong with having a shift lead? I know how to, check paperwork and make sure everybody's doing everything correctly. And in turn, I could be a very large asset with the company. But that's neither here or there. And I no longer have a job with the company. But I was just a little disappointed nonetheless. And that's my story.